Greed and the breaking of the law at certain times in the life of the St. Kitts and Nevis Citizenship by Investment Program have led to failed projects, questionable practices, and the loss of employment opportunities for Kittitians and Nevisians, according to Dwyer Astaphan, a sociopolitical commentator. In one of his public commentaries, Astaphan described bad operators, local and foreign, he indicated, as gangsters and robbers at all levels who must be held accountable to the people of the Federation, saying they need to make reparations for the injustices committed against the people. Astaphan was highly critical of such operators engaged in the CBI program, explaining their actions have cost the country through losses in revenue and opportunities.
I know one investor who was committed to developing a world-class project here. The investor complained that it could not and would not participate in a situation where all of this selling of citizenships at prices below the legal minimum was taking place. The investor said that it could not complete its proposed quality project by attracting high-end investors and purchasers when what we boasted about to be a platinum brand was indeed a bargain basement brand. Everybody racing to the bottom, lower and lower prices. And do you know what that investor was told by decision makers? The investor was told, do like everybody else, make your money. Once the government gets its fees, go right ahead, it doesn't matter to the government. We don't get involved in private transactions. Mind you, the government is the protector of the laws and the patrimony and the integrity of the country. And the government is the regulator. But here is this quality developer being told, do your thing, do like everybody else. The developer said, no thank you, and they went elsewhere. They're opening a hotel in another country that should have been here. They're opening it in December of this year. More robbery of you. Of course, people close to decision makers were in the business and raking in money from Chinese projects, especially the Chinese jail and other projects. And none of them gave a heck about the cheating and the robbing once they were not on the receiving end of the bad action. Once they were receiving the benefits and the money, it was okay for them. They are as culpable, as blameworthy, and as guilty as the overseas CBI robber barons, whose actions in conspiracy with local traitors served only to continue the centuries-old piracy and pillage and plunder, oppression and repression and advantage of our people. And this goes across the political divide. Gangsters on all sides using politics and position to further themselves and their friends at your expense, to the point where you see that the program is under threat when there's no need for that to have happened. Just operate it cleanly. All of them will have to pay.
Astaphan went on to explain that several persons are under investigation and significant actions could be forthcoming.
The foreign investigative media and overseas investigative government agencies are onto them now with laser focus. So do not be surprised if one day you hear that one or more of them on an overseas trip has been apprehended and will no longer be able to visit St. Kitts or Nevis, or maybe not for many years to come. And there is a particular one of them who, if and when questioned, will sing like a canary and expose all that one person knows. Because what is in prospect for that person isn't pleasant, and that person is not going to take the rap alone. So expect dominoes to fall, regardless of politics and position. I can't wait for that to happen, because an historic injustice and treachery has been perpetrated once again against the unsuspecting people of St. Kitts and Nevis. That person is already ducking the international media. But as Joe Louis, the former boxer, said, they can run, but they can't hide. They already have him on a video spilling the beans. So the cleaning up process has begun, and it cannot be stopped. It will proceed, politics or no politics. So nobody on any side of the political community, if he or she is implicated in any way, or on no side of the political community, no such person will be safe once he or she is implicated or involved in the treachery and robbery that have been committed against you, the people of this country.
According to Astaphan, the program needs to be purged of bad governance and bad people who have squandered the country's opportunities. He commended Prime Minister Dr. Drew's administration for introducing stricter regulations in the CBI program. He said it sends positive and strong signals to the world. Glenn Bart reporting for SKN Newsline.